carrot and cake. Give me milk. Okay. I don't know. Let's try this one more time. Unless it's like a cake and 2 carrots. Can I do that? Nope. Okay, done. Are any of my hunts over here? Oh, you know what I want to check? I've been meaning to check this for a while. I want to check on the giant tree. See if he's has anything to say. I was supposed to be visiting him, but I have not. Yep. Hello, Father Alec. Oh, here you are again. How very nice to see you. How goes your journey, Tell me about it. Do you seek the 3 stones? Yes. We heard they're spread all over the world. Dear me, that must make things rather difficult for you, having to tread from place to place and look for them. Trudging... Are you having a laugh? We're traveling in style, mine. It's a dragon back or nothing for these days. Uh-huh. We made friends with a dragon. You can fly anywhere, and his name's Tengri. Oh ho. You are fortunate indeed. I myself have never been lucky enough to take to the skies. Well, we'll wave to you when we're flying over the deep, dark wood. Oh ho, I shall look forward to it. Thank you for sharing an exciting tale. Let me give you a little something in return. Obtain Green Man's cloak. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. Ah, listening to your tale reminds me of my travels as a sapling. Huh? You mean you were once traveled like us? Indeed, I was. I must owe centuries ago, but that telling stone, and I still remember it fondly. Lively. Not even I knew that. It's been many years since I spoke of it. The tale of our travel is an important part of the Wizard's Companion. Would you like to read it? Alright, I'm actually going to skip this tale, I wonder. Too tired. Well, we can't exactly say no now, can we? Oh, I do apologize for in trying times. I am wont to become a little nostalgic. Well, I shall not keep you any longer. I might read that later. Not tonight. So we did get something from visiting him. Why not? Let's read it. Oh, no, this is areas. This is the Tale of Wonder. The tail. Shepherd boy. There we go. The tree and the stone. The greatest tree in the deep dark wood. The deep dark wood is a dense green forest located in the northern part of the continent known as the Summerlands. Though there are some beautiful crystal clear waters and other sites of minor interest, travelers mainly flock to deep dark woods on account of a great tree known as the Old Father Oak. Princes and paupers alike have long visited the trees in the hope of gleaning some understanding from him. For Father Oak's great wisdom and benevolence have led men to consider him the world's elder, though no such title officially exists. There was nothing unusual about the ground tree that became known as Old Father Oak when his first green shoots emerged from the ground many centuries ago. The tree grew as tall as all trees grow, year on year, his branches reaching upward in searching of sunlight, and his roots thrusting downward in search of water. One day, when he was still but a young sapling, he was dug up by a group of humans, and a large stone was placed beneath him, just below his root, and he was then replanted on top of the stone, and the hole around him refilled with soil. And the humans recited an incantation and drew a rune, and when the ceremony was over, retreated from the forest. Now the presence of the stone made life difficult for the young tree. No matter how hard he tried to stretch his roots, the stone meant that they simply could not reach any further in the ground. After several days of trying, the tree was about to give up, and all of a sudden the stone started to speak to him. "Tell me what you can see up there. Pray tell me what you can see, for I am no ordinary rock. One day I shall be a magical stone, great and very important one." The tree was very surprised to hear the stone talking to him so casually, and not a little vexed. "And why should I tell you anything? You do nothing but get in the way of my roots." The tree uttered these words, much his own surprise, for he had never been able to speak before. So the stone began explaining his situation to the tree. It appeared that in order for the stone to become a magic stone, he had to be placed beneath the root of the tree, enchanted in a special ceremony. And so, as the tree grew older and wiser, he would impart some of his wisdom onto the stone, and allow the stone's own magical power to develop. The tree's ability to talk was simply the thing he learned as he had grown, and the stone had learned this from the tree. Armed with his newfound talent, the tree began to talk to the birds and the fairies and the other forest creatures, and upon hearing their tales of the outside world, developed an insatiable desire to travel, to leave the spot to which he was rooted. So he began to pulling at his roots until cracks appeared in the ground. He kept pulling day after day, unable to stop or be stopped until... Essentially, the inevitable happened, and with a great cracking sound, the tree wrenched himself and his short roots out of the ground altogether. So at this moment that the young tree discovered that he knew how to walk, and so resolved to leave the deep dark wood immediately and make for the pasture new. The stone felt very sad to see his only friend in the world preparing to leave and said, "Promise me that you will come back and see me sometime, will you, young tree? I should like nothing more than to hear all of your travels. Of course, I shall come back to see you, I promise." And so the tree set off on the journey. He felt sorry for the stone, who would now never become the magic stone he wanted to be. But he knew that he had to follow his own dreams. The younger tree allowed him to acquire great wisdom. Every time he encountered perils and monsters, he would simply stand stock still and pretend to be an ordinary tree. Should a predator come sniffing, the young tree would wait until it was very close before rustling his branches violently, giving a creature a terrible fright and sending it scuttling away in fear. The tree's journey continued through storms and blizzards into dank black caves and across deep, deep blue oceans. On the way, he would sometimes meet other trees on the journey of their own. Most of the trees he encountered also had chosen as a location for burying magical stones, and they too had left their stones behind and set out on their own adventures. He also encountered trees that were broken or withered, having become lost in the desert or trapped in great snowfalls. One day, several months into his journey, the young tree realized that it was becoming more and more difficult for him to move. No matter how much fresh water he drank, or how pleasant the sun felt upon his leaves, he was becoming slower and slower. "This must be what happened to all those dead trees I saw," the tree thought. "And that's what's going to happen to me." Suddenly, the tree remembered the promise he had made to the stone back in the deep dark woods. His promise to return to the forest and tell the stone all about his travels. The young tree had not visited the stone once since that day. Indeed, he'd completely forgotten about him. "I should go back," he thought. "I should return to speak to the stone, and while I still have strength enough to move." So the tree set off home, back to the deep dark wood. The tree's short roots were dragging behind him all the way, trying to get him to stop. But the tree ignored them, and eventually made his way back to the forest, where he had found sprouts from the ground. The sight of the old stone companion, however, gave him real shock. Having failed to become magical, the stone had been mistaken for an ordinary rock, and most of him had been chipped off and carried away to make tools and other objects. Only a tiny piece of him remained. Undeterred, the young tree proceeded to recount all his travel stories, and Little Stone listened to every one in silent wonder. When the tree had finished telling the stone of its last tales, he thought to himself, "Now that I have fulfilled my promise to the stone, I shall not mind if I wither and die where I stand." Curiously, however, the tree noticed that he was feeling very healthy, far healthier than he had for a long while. It turned out that much of the stone's ability to talk had come from the tree. The tree's ability to walk had come from being near the stone. And as he spent more and more time away from the stone, the tree had started to lose its power. He now understood that the unfortunate dead trees he had seen on his travel had lost the power of movement on account of neglecting to visit the stone of companion. The tiny stone and the tree, who was no longer very young, formed a firm alliance and became inseparable friends. Indeed, the tree placed the stone in a hollow in his trunk, allowing him to share all his knowledge and wisdom. The two would occasionally go on journeys together, acquiring even greater experience and wisdom. For it turns out that while the stone had become magical during the tree's long absence, he had become incredibly knowledgeable. As years went by, the tree and the stone garnered great reputation for their surpassing wisdom, becoming the Old Father Oak and the Telling Stone, respectively. Indeed, to this day, travelers still venture into the deep dark wood, seeking advice from this most unlikely pairing of tree and stone. And so ends the branch of the story of Old Father Oak and the Telling Stone. Cool. Oh my god. I just thought of this too. Visions. Sunday. Carrot cake. Source: Stabbers, Soldier, Bumblers, Flummox Florets. Alchemy Cauldron. Okay, it doesn't tell you how, but you can definitely farm it. I've gotten carrot cake before. I've eaten it. I'll just have to remember next time I get it. Or I gotta remember where to buy it. Or get lucky enough to get it. Right. I thought the thing said there was like a hunt in the Summerlands. Must be near it. Not in it. I'll check it later. Well, let's head northwest. Then we can go down, stop by Hamlin's. Just out of pure curiosity, what's down here? Ooh, okay. One of my targets is here. Oh, there's some kind of writing on this stone. Wonder what it says. Nope, okay. Come on, dude, we gotta go get in a fight. This looks like a woods that I can go into. No? No. Okay. Take him all.
Fancy your chances, do you?
Okay. Not using you.
Here goes! Ready?
I keep forgetting to start with Esther.
Esther! I'll give it my all!
Allow me!
Just make sure I have aggro.
Roger!
Just finished using the cat, I guess. Swain, run away!
Now you're for it! Here!
Shit.
Oliver!
Here goes nothing! Here goes!
Okay. Nice. And we're gonna have to heal after this.
coming!
Allow me! Stand back!
That's alright, I need to stop at Hamlin anyways.
I'll do my best!
Come on, dude. Cool.
Is that it?
Absolutely need a power level here, guys. Alright. We need to go back and heal. We took a beating in that fight. Alright, that's alright, because it stars past Hamlin's anyways. Hamlin. Stop adding the Z, dude. Stop adding the Z. I accidentally muted my mic. Okay. So we're gonna have to grab whatever green dot is. Grab that quest. I think I might call it a night. Let's see. Let me see, what books shall I devour today? Gee, these books sure look difficult. Are you going to read them all? Of course, I plan to pour over tomes of physics, engineering, and the wonders of steam. And magic, of course. Boy, you sure do study an awful lot. Ha! I've yet to even scratch the surface. There's so much still to learn. After all, I plan to become Hamlin's premier scientist. Crikey, that's big talk for a little piglet. Hang about, Ollie boy. This thought get lit up. You're right, Mr. Derby. Looks like this boy has a heart full of confidence. I suppose I could ask you to share some of your confidence with us. Share my confidence? Well, as long as it doesn't interfere with my studies, I don't see why not. Don't worry. All you have to do is hold still for a second. Oh, that doesn't sound too hard. Is that still enough for you? That's perfect. Okay, here it goes. Okay. Oh, was that magic? This has been the most educational experience. Thank you. Yep. You. Okay. Medal of Agility. How close am I to my next thing? I need one more. One more of these quests would do it. These quests are all the same, right? Just making sure. Yep. Alright, pick up this quest, and then I'll jump out of here. Any green chest that I'm not seeing? Oh, there's this chest. Oh, stop. It's blue. Cheeseburger. Okay. Fear my life work has all been in vain. I've decided to abandon my research. But sir, weren't you going to make it up to your assistants by working even harder than before? If only I could. I regret leaving my assistants in the lurch, but I cannot continue this charade. Huh. Why not? I have no gift for science. While progress marches on toward a bright tomorrow, I remain yesterday's man. It is time I admit that no good will ever come of my amateurish tinkering. Knowing that, I have no choice but to retire. But you said your research was going so well. Save your breath, Ollie boy. Lost his confidence, he has. I don't know what he's researching, but it's proper shame to see him just give up. Alright, agreed on check this task, yes. Can't just watch him throw away his life's work. We have to help him out. Well, in that case, he's going to need an emergency injection of confidence. Get to it, Ollie boy. I do have confidence. in the game. How curious. My chest feels delightfully tingly. Now, what was it I was so worried about? Never mind. There was not a second to waste. I must continue my research. Nito, you've got your confidence back. You come to aid me once again? I don't know how to thank you. Second thought, perhaps I do. Please, accept a small token of my gratitude. Isle of Sage's Secret. Sweet. Now we have 3 merits. We'll run back to the dude, unlock the shop thingy. Alright, yeah, let's do this one. One row after this. You know, earlier, I'm glad I didn't figure out that puzzle just to find out that Mr. Drippy was going to do it for me. That would have been kind of annoying. Okay. No extra fights here. Let's go grab that raw steel. Hasn't refreshed yet. Okay. Ooh, wow. How do we catch that? Guess we gotta get on our boat. Okay, well, let's land. Here you guys, get to this. Oh, nice, Jade Marble. Just need 2 more of those. Or 1 more of those. if this is it. That means I would just need one more raw steel to go back to those people. Nope, not it. So what actually I'm gonna do right now? Travel to Hamlin, because I think that's gonna cause the boat to be available around Hamlin. Yep, the ship's down there. Cool. He looks interesting. I think that just a generic spider though. Take a look. Yep, just generic spiders. Okay. Okay. Looks like we're about to get into a battle, which I will start the next time I play. I call it a night there. SEO, thanks for stopping by. Rio, also thank you for stopping by. All the lurkers who come and hang out, I do appreciate it. Guys watching on YouTube, appreciate you there too. I will have this cut up for you guys and up tomorrow morning. And I'll put them in the list too, because I know I haven't done that in a couple days. But thanks everyone for watching. I've been enjoying playing this. I'm still enjoying the game. Half an hour in, I like it. I just think that sometimes there's too much dialogue. And like, too much unneeded dialogue. It's not even like they're talking too much, it's just... Well, I mean, they are. They're just saying the same things over and over again. They hack that away, I think this game would have had better dialogue, but so far, I'm still liking it. Anyways, I will be on tomorrow a little later than my 7-ish start time. I'll probably play a little Apex or something like that, and then jump back into this game. See everyone tomorrow.